Howdy folks, this is Justin Anderson here again. This is going to be lesson number 2 with how to become an auctioneer. Today I'm going to briefly go over a little bit of what I went over in the first video, and that was basically just numbers, learning the numbers of that auctioneers use and how to jump up from step in regards to number wise, from going from 1 now 2. So I'll briefly go over what I went over in the first video, then I'll also explain a little more about the filler words and the bidding techniques that I myself use and a few other auctioneers use. So to start out, I'll start out in the single digits. In 1 now, happy to know what it give me 1. We got $1, 1 now 2, 1 now 2, happy to know what you go 2, would you go 2, and 2 and 3, would you go 3, would you go 3, would you go 3 and 4, and 4 now 5, would you go 5, would you go 5 and 6, would you go 6 now, he got 6, and 6 and 7, would you go 7, no, would you go 7 and 8, and 8 now, put it 8 now 9, would you go 9, would you go 9, sir, and 9 and 10, well now 10 now, would you go 12, put it 12, would you go 12 and 12 and 13, now 13, would you go 13, 14 now 15, 14 and 15. That's single digits. And then we're going to start the fives. And I got $5. I got 5, and would you go 10? I got 5, and would you go 10? Would you go 10? Would you go 10? Now have to do 10. Would you go to the left on 10? He says 10 now 15, 10 now 15. And would you go 15? $15 or $15? I need $15. 15 now have to do would you go 15? He says yeah 15 now 20. Put the left. Would you go 20? Would you go 20? Now he says yeah 25. Yeah 20 now put the left 25. Would you go 25? Would you go 25? Have to do put the left 25. And he says yeah 25 and 30 now 35. Yeah put the left 30 35. Put the left would you go 35, would you go 30? He says 30, now 35, but would you go 35? 35. That's the fives. Sort of the same technique I use for the single digits throughout all the way every number. At 10, would you go 20? Would you go have the 20? Would you go 20, not 20? But he says yeah 20, not 30, but would you go 30, not 30, not 40? And would you go 30? He says yeah 40, not 40, but would you go 40? Would you go $40, sir? And 40, now would you go 50? Would you go have to would you go 50? Not 50, would you have to go 50? Would you have to $50? And then we got the 2.5 and 3 and 2.5 and 5. We're going to go do that. That'll be the last one we use, and I'll explain the filler words. And 2.5, would you go? I got 2.5. Would you go 5? Would you go 2.5 to 5? Would you have would you go 5? And 2.5, I got $2.5. Now 5, he says yeah 5. We got 5 and 7.5. And $5 now 7.5. Would you go 7.5? Would you have to go 7.5, sir? And 7.5. Would you go have to go 7.5? Now 10. Yeah, 10 now, have to do 10 now, 10 now, have to do 10. He says, yeah, 10 now, 12.5. Yeah, 12.5, would you go 12.5? Would you go 12.5? He says, yeah, now 15. Yeah, 15, would you go 17? Would you go 17.5? Now, put it 17.50. Yeah, 17.50, would you go 17.50? Have to go from 15, 17.50, sir. And he says, yeah, 17.50, not 20. Would you go have to go 20? Would you go 20? Would you go have to go 20? Yeah, $20. And he says, yeah, 20 now. Have to go 22.50. Have to go 22.5. But would you go 22.5? He says yeah. Yeah 22.5 now 25. But 25. Would you have to go 25? Would you go 25? And that's it for that introduction there. So basically, starting out like the last lesson said, start out with your numbers like 1 now 2 now 3 now 4 now 5. 5. Would you go 5? Start out like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And 2.5 and 2.5 and 5, 5, 7.5, 12, 10 and 12.5, and 15, 15 now, 17.5, and 20 and 22.5, and 25. It's pretty simple once you get understanding of the techniques used, and once you get the filler words and the numbers down, you know, it sticks with you. You just want to practice a little more. And I'm going to explain the filler words that I predominantly use are it's going to be would you bid, would you bid, would you bid, would you bid, and that's starting out as you can either go would you bid, or would you bid, would you bid, would you bid, would you bid, and once you get that one learned. Have to bid is another one I use, and that's have to bid. Have to bid. Bigiddy bid. This one's a little easier to learn. Bigiddy bid, bigiddy bid, bigiddy bid, bigiddy bid, bigiddy bid, bigiddy bid. And then bid it now. That one's a fairly easy one. Bid it now, bid it now, bid it now, bid it now, bid it now. And would you go, would you go, would you go? That's the one I used in the beginning of the process. And put a bid, put a bid, put a bid, put a bid, put a bid. They may be pretty tricky to get the hang of it at first, but bear with it. You'll eventually learn it and become successful with it. And now one thing I want to mention is when you're in the process of auctioneering, when you're auctioneering for a crowd, you want to make it so they're intrigued and attracted to your bid calls. Because the more attracted that they are, the more people you'll get to come to your auctions, and the more energized you'll feel. Like if you have a good bid call, sort of make it sort of energized, so you switch up from the lower tone like this, 35, what do you do 35, and up to a higher bid call, a higher pitch. Yeah, 35, put a bit of 35, 35, 40. He says, yeah, 45, put a bit of 45, would you give me 45? He says, yeah, 45, put a bit of 45, 55, put a bit of 55. Yeah, 55, now 60, now 65, 65, now 70, 70, would you give us 75, sir? Yeah, 75, sir, I need 75, put it on 75. He says, yeah, 75, put a bit of 80, 85. Yeah, 80, 85, 60, put a bit on 80, 85, put a bit of 80, 85, 80, 85, put a bit of 80, 85, put a bit of 85. You see what that does? It brings a little more excitement. If somebody's starting to lose their attention, you just switch it back and forth. But the faster, the higher voice pitch is usually what does it. And have it on, put it 35. Would you go 35? Put it 40, 45. Take it on 40, 45. Put it 45. Because it's much faster and it's a higher tone, so people are more attracted. And a lot of auctioneers, well, there's a few that I know, and make it sort of like a song. They sing it. They sing their auctioneering chant. Yeah, would you go 35, would you go 35, and 40, 40, 45, 60, 45, 45, 50, 55, here 55, 60, 55, 55, 60, 65, would you go 60, would you go 65? Something like that. There's another auctioneer that I know has a lower tone song. It sounds pretty kick-ass. Here, would you go, something like it's much lower than mine. Would you go, 35, 35, 35, sort of like that. It's a similar technique. But before you start your auctioneering chants, get those filler words learned proficient. And start with just 5. And Ziggidy Bid Bigida Bid after it on, put a bit of Ziggidy Bid Bigida Bid Bigida Bid Bigida Bid Bigida Bid, have it on, put a bit of, have it on. And once you get it learned, it'll stick with you. Keep practicing. And that is the end of lesson 2. Lesson 3, I'll probably have a live auctioneer or live auctioneering video. You think it, you believe it, you feel it. Anything you set your mind to, you can become. Just practice, practice, practice. That's the key to success. Thank you for viewing my video. Have a great day.